If you want these horror stories to continue, please subscribe now and don't forget to like. The bridge had no name on any map. It connected nothing important, a forgotten road to an empty stretch of land. Yet, people slowed down when they reached it. The air felt heavier there, as if sound itself struggled to pass. Wind whispered through the metal rails, but the whispers did not sound like wind. At night, faint tapping echoed from below the bridge. Not water, not animals. The sound followed rhythm, like fingers counting time. Those who stopped, their cars swore the tapping stopped the moment they listened too closely. As if the bridge noticed a tension, old trucks crossed safely. Heavy loads passed without issue. But sometimes the bridge trembled under a single step. One person, 1 foot, and the entire structure groaned like it was alive, as if deciding. Thick fog often rolled in without warning. Inside it, voices called out, familiar voices, loved ones, old friends, even voices long forgotten. They never asked for help. They asked to be followed. Nothing floated beneath the bridge. No debris, no branches, no bodies. The river moved, but it never carried anything away. Locals said the water was not empty. It was full. Scratches covered the metal rails. Deep marks, like fingernails, dragged again and again. Names were carved into the wood. Some crossed out, some layered on top of each other. New names appeared without anyone carving them. People who turned back mid-crossing never returned the same. They avoided mirrors. They refused to cross any bridge again. They said something leaned close and whispered what they were thinking. Halfway across, time felt wrong. Steps echoed twice. Shadows moved before bodies did. The bridge didn't pull people in. It convinced them to stay. The bridge was not meant to connect land. It was built to connect moments. Hesitation, fear, doubt. Those who stood too long became part of its structure. Not visibly, not physically, but the bridge grew heavier every year. The bridge listens. 2 thoughts, 2 regrets, to the moment when someone stops moving forward. And when it hears enough, it keeps you not below, not above, but between. The bridge did not wait. It never had. Every sound that had ever touched it stayed. Footsteps, engines, breathing, prayers whispered too late. The metal remembered weight. But more than that, it remembered hesitation. The fog thickened again, swallowing the far end of the bridge until it no longer felt like a path, but a choice that had already been made. Those standing on it felt the change. The bridge leaned inward, not physically, but mentally. Thoughts slowed. Doubts grew louder. Memories rose uninvited. Regrets replayed themselves with perfect clarity. People tried to move. Some couldn't, because the bridge did not trap bodies. It trapped moments. Anyone who stopped long enough felt the planks soften beneath their feet, not turning to water or air, but to something warm and patient. The metal rails hummed softly, vibrating with a low tone that matched the human heartbeat. That was how it learned. Those who screamed were never heard. Sound never left the bridge. It sank into it. Below, the river remained empty. It had always been empty. It was never the destination. The bridge did not take people down. It took them in. Names carved into the rails began to fade, replaced by fresh grooves, forming on their own. New weight joined the old. The structure grew stronger, heavier, more complete. By dawn, the fog lifted. The bridge looked normal again. Cars crossed safely. Footsteps echoed briefly and passed. No one noticed the slight curve in the rails, the extra thickness in the beams, the way the bridge seemed to breathe when no one was looking, but every once in a while, someone slowed down just for a second, and the bridge listened, because it does not need everyone, only those who stop, and it will always be there, waiting between where you were and where you were afraid to go. The end